Okay, Shalom Aleichem Rabbi Yosef. Now we're doing Parashas Vayigash. As you know, it was 3-4 weeks. We didn't have any parashas up, but they're all done. But the person who uploaded it, or Torah anytime, they got lost somewhere in the archives. You can go back to 2007, you'll find these. So I'm not going to do the whole 45 minutes over. I'm going to give you, we'll do it again just to be current. 5 minutes here, 8 minutes on Vayigash from the Mayan Beis HaShe'eva, my father's sefer here. Mayan Beis HaShe'eva on Vayigash. The first thought in Vayigash. Mem Dalid Yudches 44:18. Vayigash Elav Yehuda. When they had that party with Yosef the night before, and they all sat around according to their chronological age, and they had a big party, and they ate meat, and they drank wine. And when the party was over, he told one of his employees, he commanded them to do a dirty little trick to con them. Take his gaviyah, this silver flask, and stick it into the bag of the youngest one, Binyamin. And when they're out of town in the morning, as soon as they leave town, chase them, because they left at first light, not sunrise, dawn, at first light, chase them and accuse them of stealing. So they chased them, and they said, right away they left town, like when you go to a store, someone puts something in his pocket, they don't attack you till you leave the front door of the store, because they'll say, well, I intended to pay for it. Here it is. Once you walk out, you're a thief. They let them reach town. It says that in the last week's Pasha, and the Vayigash, Miketz, now we're at Vayigash. Why did you do this to my master? What do you mean? Well, you know, my master uses that flask, that gaviyah, to look in the future what's going to be, and why did you steal it? They said, we stole it? We brought back money that you didn't even know you lost. And we're going to steal. That's one of the Kal V'chomers in the Torah. There's 10 in the Tanakh, 3 in Chumash, and 6 in Nach. We brought back the money you didn't even know you lost. We're honest. We're going to steal stuff off the table right in front of you, eyes. So they said, I'm sorry. And let's open the bag. So they started with Reuven. Of course, they didn't find anything, to increase the tension till they got to Binyamin. Here it is. So he says, they tore Kriya right away, because they knew, because Yehuda said, the man whom stole it, he shall die. They were so secure, no one of them stole it, and they're right, no one did steal it. They conned him. He should have a Yom. So soon they found, they opened up Binyamin, they tore Kriya. Not because Binyamin stole it, because Yehuda made an oath. The tzaddik says something that has to happen. Binyamin died before all his brothers. Yosef died younger, 110, but then all the other brothers lived 120, 130. Binyamin died younger than all of them. 112 he died. They tore Kriya because their father also made such a statement. When Lavan came looking for his truffin, he says, we don't steal. The person who stole this shall not live. And it was Rachel, and he didn't know it. And Shitaka died on the road before they got to Hebron, where the Maris HaMachpelah is. She died outside of Ephros, outside of Beis Lechem, before they got to Kiryas Arba, Hebron. Oh, Yaakov should have first checked everything out and not say maybe one of his Goyish employees stole it. Because Yaakov had many employees, and the Ben Noach is Chai Misa for any one of the 6 mitzvahs B'nai Noach. And the Geneva is one of them. And the Yisrael is not Chai Misa for Geneva. But he says, Lo Yichya, which shall not live, and it came true with Rachel. So Yehuda did the same mistake. That's why they tore Kriya. So, they came back, they said, what can we do? They said to each other, God is punishing us what we did 22 years ago. And he said, so the head of the police outside of town that morning said, no, you guys can go. Only him. And he was the only leftover child from Rachel. And Yehuda swore to his father, he'll bring him out alive. And if I don't bring him back alive, this world should be cursed, and the next world. And he says that this be Menashe, looked like a guy working for the prime minister. They didn't know it was Menashe. He says, no, you can go. We only want the Galef. And Yehuda said, no way is that going to happen. So he said, "Man, it's Tadok, how can we cleanse ourselves? How can we're innocent people?" They said to the man, "You don't understand, this has nothing to do with stealing. We did something once, 22 years ago, and God is now punishing us. You don't understand, we understand what it's all about." He was whimpering, and he said, "Please, man, it's Tadok, how can we rectify ourselves, man? What could we do?" Like, never a wimp, says the Mayan. Vayigash Elav Yehuda. The first piece, and Vayigash, Yehuda strode forward when he met Yosef, strode forward, eyeball to eyeball. Before this, nobody looks at a king eyeball to eyeball. You keep your face down. You're on your knees. Put your face down. What right do you have to get up in front of a king and look at him and speak to his ear without going to an interpreter? He meant business, Yehuda. This is the end of the game. All the tricks are going to stop. He says, and Rashi tells you, I'm a melech, or you're a melech. Yehuda is malchus. Yosef is melech. You can't intimidate me anymore. Where did he get that? All of a sudden, that self-confidence. That's the kasha of the Mayan. Let my words go in your ear. Listen up, mister. I mean business. This is where it's going to end all the tricks. The con games. Rashi, Shedibar of Kashus. He spoke to him strict. You don't talk like that to a world power. Everyone who learns this has a question. Hari Mekodim, Homer Yehuda, at the end of Mikate, he said, "Man, no more, how can we explain this? Ladoni to my master." Man, he spoke to the police officer that early morning. Man, the davar, how can we speak? Man, it's static, how can we extricate ourselves, to vindicate ourselves? In the avodah, we're slaves. They said, "No, you can go home. We don't want you. Just that, the culprit we want." Shediva b'hachnoha, he spoke with submission, with lowliness, ruach and shizah, begging. What happened? All of a sudden, he becomes such a gibor, eyeball to eyeball. Ozer ke gibor chalosav. Pithom suddenly, Ozer, like he is strengthened, like a gibor, his loins, and he was ready for war, because it says in Rashi, "I'm ready to kill you and your boss Pharaoh and the whole Egyptian army." Where did you get that self-confidence all of a sudden? Shemati, I heard the reason, says the Mayim. Hatam Memori Rabbi, my teacher and my Rebbe. Hagon Rabbi Yehuda Lei Blach. Rosh Hashiva tells, I'm named after him. Yosef Lei Blach. Yosef is, and then that was called Chaim for the tells the Rav. Chaim for salvation. Chaim Brisker. Yosef Lei Blach, he was Rosh Hashiva, and Chaim tells him he was the Rav in town. Anyhow, so he says, I heard it from my Rosh Hashiva, Yosef Lei Blach, Zeichet Tzaddik Kodesh V'Lochem. From here you see that if a person accepts responsibility, Kabbalos Lachrayos, you become a different person. Shal Yidei, Shenizka Yehuda, that he remembered, Sheikabal Allah Achrayos from his father, that I'm bringing him back alive. The Haksi ben Yom Eloviv Omer, he says in Pasuk Lamed Beis last week, Ki Avdecha, this week, Ki Avdecha Orav, I guarantee this nar, I'm going to bring him back alive, otherwise the old man is going to die. And I'm not going to have it any other way. This Chadish Bilvovo, it got encouraged in his heart, Omates, the strength, the Ruach and the power, the Kochas and the ability, Chatoshim, new power he never had. Shloho Yohav and Kodim, he never had this self-confidence. But us Posach Keneged Yosef, the word of Koshim, he spoke very tough to him. Like we say in English, eyeball to eyeball. Kegidim, kegid like a sinew. A sinew is very tough. You can chew it all day long, you'll never chew it. It's very hard. He spoke to him very different, straight. Don Mina, you can learn from here. The Indian Kabbalah's all mitzvahs. When you accept upon yourself any mitzvah to do, anything, to learn the sefer, to finish this shir, to do this, to finish anything, to take the job, fix even something in your house, or to fix something, make something, do something. Once you accepted responsibility, you become a new man. The office makes the man. The responsibility makes you into a mensch. Chus kach hakabbalah, accepting upon himself achrayis, like a yiddah is supposed to. 613 mitzvahs. We're going to see it through. Nothing will stop me. Like Avram Avinu, he didn't care if he gets thrown in the Kivsh Haish. Yitzchak didn't care if he gets slaughtered on his bear, because Hashem said you have to be a kinakeda. And the person gets new kochas that he never had before. Therefore, from a whimpering person, you become a gibor, tremendous. Kabbalah's all achrayus, Once I accept that, nothing can stop me. We're like a lion. That's the word of the Mayim. I hope you enjoyed it. Not too long, because if you go back in the archives, you'll find the real Vayigash 45 minutes. Zeig gesund nicht stark.